Max Collins brings us reports from some of last week's exciting events. I've got your headline news, and Brendan Phillips is here with sports. You're watching the GHS Reporter.
Live from room 300 at Gilderland High School, featuring Kevin Thomas with World News, with Brendan Phillips in sports, and Paige Taylor with entertainment news, featuring Sean Engveld with politics. You're watching the GHS Reporter.
Good morning and welcome to the GHS Reporter. I'm Brendan Phillips, and I'd like to welcome our newest anchor to the GHS Reporter, Sam Gorenstein.
Hello. All right. Last Friday night was homecoming, and GHS students were there for the fun. The Dutchmen took on Shenendehowa High School, and your homecoming king and queen were named. Max Collins has the story.
For the few students who were not in attendance, last Friday was homecoming. The Dutchmen took on Shenendehowa High School. To kick things off, the crowd welcomed the team as they burst through the logo. Here, the Dutchmen tying the game at 6 when Cody Fuchsia caught a 5-yard pass for the touchdown. The Red Sea was as voracious as ever, cheering on the Dutchmen in the packed bleachers. And however, the real show came at halftime when the legendary Jake Burns streaked across the field, followed closely in pursuit by cross-country coach Jason Burlingame. After 2 dance routines by the junior varsity and varsity cheerleaders, the homecoming court was announced. In the court this year was Brianna Del Bene, Drew Pontillo, Steve Fry, Marissa Valletta, Julia Shea and Dan Dickinson, Dan Lee, Bing Zhang, Eric Markson, and Danielle De Jorenas. Returning to hand over the crown and tiara was Casey Hepfinger and Drew Smith in place of Paul Booker.
Here is Drew Pontillo. Homecoming queen is Marissa. Let's get a big round of applause.
How does it feel to be homecoming queen and king?
It's awesome. It was really cool to win. I mean, thanks to all those who voted for me. Yeah,
yeah, it's so unreal. Oh my gosh, it was the greatest feeling ever. Thanks everybody so much.
With the king and queen announced, the game could resume. Here's E.J. Genzano kicking a nice field goal for the Dutchmen. And not soon after, they would strike again. Here's Bobby Falcone with a nice run for the touchdown. However, it would come down to the final drive on 4th and long. Mike Heiserman reaching out, but it was a bit overthrown. The Dutchmen would lose this battle 23-33, but better luck next week against Boston Spa at home. Congratulations to Marissa Valletta and Drew Pontillo, your 2008 homecoming queen and king. This is Max Collins for the GHS Reporter.
53 people are dead and 260 wounded after a Marriott hotel in Islamabad, Pakistan was bombed on Saturday. The truck used in the bombing was sitting by the gate on fire for 3.5 minutes before exploding. It took with it the guards trying to put out the blaze, the Czech ambassador, and many others. Last Friday, Nashville gas pumps ran dry after a rumor started, reporting that Nashville was running out of gas. Residents panicked and hit the gas stations to fuel up. Many were waiting in lines for hours trying to fill up their gas tanks. Of 13 stations in Nashville called at random, only 2 said that they had gas. Sources say that no one knows where the origin of the rumor started. And finally, in entertainment news, the 60th Annual Emmy Awards aired last night. Hosts included Howie Mandel and Ryan Seacrest. Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin walked away with comedy acting wins for 30 Rock. The Daily Show won for Best Variety Music or Comedy Series, and AMC's Mad Men won for Best Drama. That'll do it for your headlines.
The final game in Yankee Stadium was played last night between the Orioles and the Yankees. The Yankees won the game 7-3. Jose Molina hit the last home run in Yankee Stadium with a 2-run home run in the 4th inning. Gates opened for the game 7 hours before the game started, and fans were allowed to walk on the field and tour Monument Park before the game. The pregame ceremonies included players like Yogi Berra, Reggie Jackson, and Bernie Williams. The new Yankee Stadium will open up in 2009. Yesterday, in Week 3 of the NFL season, the Giants beat the Bengals 26-23 in overtime, improving to 3-0 for the first time since 2000. The Buffalo Bills also improved their record to 3-0, beating the Raiders 24-23. Trent Edwards had 279 passing yards along with a touchdown. The Cowboys beat the Packers in Sunday Night Football 27-16. Marion Barber led the Cowboys with 142 yards rushing and a touchdown. And last Thursday, GHS held its annual Powderpuff flag football game between the seniors and junior girls. Max Collins brings you the highlights.
The upperclassmen were out in force last Thursday night as the junior girls took on the senior girls in the annual Powderpuff flag football game. You may remember the controversies from last year's game when the class of 2009 girls beat the class of 2008 girls in double overtime. This time the 2009 girls were looking to go for the only recorded undefeated record in GHS Powderpuff history. However, the junior girls finding some luck early, winning the coin toss, electing to receive first, and using it to their full advantage. Taking the handoff here is junior Jenna Krupe, who goes 65 big yards down the outside for the touchdown to put the junior girls up early, 6-0. Look at that, running into the end zone. However, a silenced class of 2009 answered right back. This is the very next play. Senior Lauren Napoli taking the ball to the outside. Look at this slow motion. Mid-stride hops over the defender. Gets by in the end zone the rest away untouched to tie it up early. 6-6. An amazing run. And some controversy later in the game. You see here the juniors trying to score here, but watch the trip. You see the arm come out indicating the shove. That touchdown was called back, but the rest of the half was all about defense. Both coaches flexing their defensive muscle to shut down all the offense in the air and on the ground, keeping it 6-7 with the junior lead going into halftime. The senior coach, Mr. Schwann, was concerned about his team's performance and pumped his team up with some calisthenics at the half, while Mr. Corona and the junior girls were looking to hold on to their 1-point lead. Play resumed, and despite it being a flag football game, it seemed some girls would sacrifice the body to make the play, like on this 5-yard run. The seniors fighting their way down to the 10-yard line when Lauren Napoli hooks up with Jen Ostrowski for a 10-yard pass in the end zone to pull ahead 12-7. The juniors again would pull ahead by that slim margin as they fought up the field to set up this 5-yard touchdown run to the outside. But as you can see, the celebration was a bit extreme for the referee's liking, despite Mrs. McManus's best efforts to keep them off the field. They were not allowed to go for the extra point. However, the score stuck at 13-12. And now the seniors face with 50 seconds to go and a 4th and goal when Lauren Napoli drops back to pass and finds Bridget Daly with a fingertip catch. You see here Lauren Napoli turning to the outside. It's a do-or-die situation. She launches the ball over 4 defenders to have Bridget Daly come down with the ball and the lead, 18-13 with 50 seconds to go. Despite a nail-biting final drive put together by the junior girls, an incomplete pass on 4th and goal sealed the deal as time expired, giving the senior girls the victory and the undefeated record.
You caught the winning touchdown. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
What were you thinking as that ball was in the air?
Just, trying to win. Seniors 2 times. What up?
Coach Swan was ecstatic about the game his team put together for the 2-0 record.
I'm elated. I couldn't be happier. I'm proud of the, I'm so proud of the girls, and I was happy for the seniors for them to go out this way.
Perfect record. So, what was the key play that did it, or what was the strategy?
I think the key play may have been Jennifer Ostrowski's catch in the corner of the end zone, and then Daly coming up big with a nice diving catch down in the corner of the end zone too.
A perfect way to end this night was with performances by several school bands and a large wooden pallet fire. All in all, this made for one exciting night last Thursday. This is Max Collins for the GHS Reporter.
Sam, I'll tell you, I was watching the Yankee game last night. It was the final game ever. It was pretty sad. I was there on Saturday for the second to last game, and it's just sad that it's over.
They're tearing down the stadium. It's a piece of history. I know. New stadium looks cool.
Oh,
it's a
it
piece
sure
of history,
does.
though.
It
I'm
looks
going to miss
great.
it.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss it. And I guess that'll do it for our show today. I'm Sam Gorenstein.
And I'm Brendan Phillips.
Stay tuned for your announcements.
And have a great day.